I'm most excited about the families and our scholars. I mean, if you come to our school and you meet them, they're just really, really excited about this school, their teachers, their principal, Mr. Stanley. At the end of the day, we can have debates about charter schools or private schools or traditional district schools, but when you ask a parent, are you happy and do you feel like your child's getting the education that they deserve, that's what ultimately matters. And so when I walk through the building, I see smiling parents, I see happy and challenged children, and that's exactly what we want to accomplish here at Smillow Collegiate. I think anytime a child has never had formal schooling before, there's a degree of acclimation that exists about what this thing called a school is for them. And so when you have a child who's never been in school before, we're discovering that child anew in that moment. And so there are things like, you know, how does that child do with morning routines? How does that child, when do they feel most alive and most alert? There are other things like, have they ever been screened for needs around hearing or sight? Do they have special accommodations that we need to think about? When they're 5, they can't always articulate those things for themselves. So we have to have very, very caring and trained educators who are going to spot the signs for those things, work with the parents to better understand what the issues are, and then assess the situation accurately so that we can ensure that every single child gets the services and the education he or she deserves. I'm not an expert to all elementary schools in JPS. I will say what they will see here at Smillow Collegiate is a focus on academic and social-emotional outcomes for every single child. We believe that every single child is capable of achieving his or her dreams, and we want to make sure that the opportunities that they have in life are of their choosing and not because they were poorly prepared for those types of opportunities. So one thing that you'll see throughout our school is an emphasis on a college education. The data is really, really clear about lifetime earnings, lifelong learners, and the connection to attending and graduating from a college or university. And so that's what you're going to feel and see throughout our buildings. Again, it's somewhat crazy to think that 5-year-olds are walking around talking about different colleges and universities, but I personally believe that an organization instills the values that we think are really, really important. And if we think that every single child having the opportunity to attend and be successful in college and university is important, we're going to start doing that as early as we can.